Okay, I'm recording now. So
I think he's
don't be
French,
racist
actually.
like you did
French,
a
is
few
he?
seconds ago.
Okay.
Nickelodeon.
Hold on, give me a second. Alright, going back to that topic.
I can answer it very well.
Okay,
Just remind me on the
hold on.
topic.
Mackie will be back, but yeah, let's hear yours, Tim.
What's the topic? I literally forgot.
Red flags. Red
Red
flags in
flags.
relationships point of view.
If I would speak from only my generation, it's very close-minded and very. Most people in my generation are lacking behind the mental age, if I would say. So
They're
I
actually
mean,
25. They're
Nah.
they're 15.
but yeah, it's
Yeah.
depend. Also, I know some events in your life can change your point of view on life and whatever. Myself, I would say it's more maybe biased, but I know I'm thinking more ahead of the future than living at the moment, but it's more like 50-50. So most people here, I tried like communicating with those people, but it seems more like they stuck behind in like 15, 16 of the mental age. So I mean that's maybe my red flag, that people I don't get what they talking
Still
about.
too childish.
Yeah, they're too childish. Personally, only for me, I
Can't
don't.
be.
Yeah, I don't speak for anybody. Just my own experience. So
Seems like they can't be serious when they need to be.
yeah,
that kind of thing.
people joke around stuff they shouldn't have, like mental health. Like if you, as a male, have a female partner or someone, they joke about things they shouldn't have, and they only think about what they said after the shit is done or said. So, for me, yeah, personally, would be just mental age and how they take care of things or handle important matters in life in general. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe stupid for someone, but in me, it's the most important thing. I don't want to date someone who is, I'm not gonna say retarded, but
Oh.
mentally, somewhere different than me, because I don't, I have expectations in my life, and if someone is trying to buy a skin in Fortnite for $20, I mean, go ahead.
Very well. I think more so of mine is like being hypocritical with like not so much complaints, but stuff you don't like in the relationship.
Yeah, I
Like,
get what you mean.
yeah,
Elaborate.
like let's say I'm like, oh, I don't like, let's say me and fucking, I'm like, hey, I don't like you talking to guys, but I could talk to girls.
Yeah, I get that.
Hypocrite.
Yeah,
No,
like
no,
hypocritical in a relationship.
I would say there's also ties to the mental age, because there should be boundaries in a relationship. And if some people get offended if you set your own boundaries and they don't, I want to say follow it, but they don't accept it, it's clearly they're not.
Boundaries are set when you start dating. You talk to each other. You
Yes.
know what you like and what you don't like.
But if some people nowadays don't accept it and they get
Are you
bothered.
more open? You're less
Yeah.
open. Like
So and also some people kind of if they have mental troubles, they're gonna kind of camouflage their mistakes with their problems, which is, I understand it, but at the same time, it doesn't work like that. If you fuck up, you can camouflage it with you have something going on in your life, if you know what I mean. If you have,
oh no, mistake's a mistake. You own up to your shit.
yeah.
Simple as that.
But some people do say like, oh, I have bipolar disorder, for example, and they blame it on that. It doesn't it's not how it works. So some people, it's also tied, like I said, to the mental age.
Yeah, I mean, I more so just play it on like, even if it's like at the beginning you set your boundaries, like even then like later on, of course you're gonna still have problems. Nobody's fucking perfect, but
Yeah, but you talk.
it's more
You
so,
talk
yeah,
problems out.
yeah, exactly. So like whenever your problems occur and you're like, hey, I don't like you doing this, and then proceed to like a week later you start doing that. It's like, okay, what's what's the point of you saying that if you could do it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you ask your partner, say, not to do something, you can't do it as well. Because if you don't want
Yes.
them doing it, you can't do it. It's just not fair. It's either neither of you do it, or if it's something you want to do, but you don't want them doing it, but you still want to do it, then you deal with it and you both do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's like very very certain instances where it's okay, like, and it's understandable. Like if you're like,
Yes,
oh, you don't
there's
talk to
certain
me
things.
enough. Like, let's say like if I'm like, oh, you don't talk to me enough, but I'm the one currently working, so I don't talk to you enough. Okay, that's understandable. Like I'm the only one working. I have times where I can't. That's understandable.
Yeah.
If
But
I
there's other instances where it's bullshit.
if I could add to what you just said, it's some people really forget if you're in a relationship, there's three types. You have your own space, you have your partner's,
Mm-hmm.
he has his own space, and there's the time you are both together. And most people think if you're in a relationship, you should do anything, whatever you do in life together. It's not how it works. It's
You
not
need
a
a bit of your own space.
yeah,
You always do.
it's not a healthy relationship in the long term if you be forcing the other person in the relationship. Oh, you need to do, you need to tell me, you need to do tell me what you do, you hang out with, whatever. It's always you have your own free will, your own time, because if you don't, you're gonna get just burned out. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
this
you gotta do your.
yeah, it's the same for the other person. And like I said, you have the time, you are both together enjoying your own company.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Mackie, you said you wanted to say something.
Oh, we're still on red flags.
Yes, we're still on red flags.
Yo, I have one.
All right.
When your partner, after doing something sexual, just immediately goes under the game. I'm
No
sorry, but
aftercare.
that's so pissy, I feel like.
Yeah, the no aftercare is so bullshit.
Oh,
Like you can't
aftercare is key, man.
you're just sitting on the bed and all of a sudden they're just there playing with their friends. I'm like, damn. You just rocked the world and then you just left them there.
You gotta lay down for a bit and cuddle an aftercare.
Yeah, aftercare, like doing shit. Yeah, 100%.
Or it's so pissy. I'm sorry.
But then when it comes, yeah, it's
Ooh,
you
another
can't
one.
have them.
When people will go in relationships still having somewhat feelings for their ex.
Oh yeah, no. I can't. God no. Even okay, I know a lot of this might spark an argument, but fucking being friends with your ex in general, I don't care. I don't like that shit. That
I
shit's
mean,
just
there,
I
it's
feel like
to me that's disgusting.
I mean, there.
like okay, in what example? Like there's multiple examples there. For example, like
Any example. I don't
what
care.
if
You're friends with your ex. It doesn't matter. You're friends with them. I no.
what if they're not gay?
I don't care.
Okay.
There
Uh,
was feelings
wait,
there.
wait, wait,
You
wait.
guys
I would,
possibly or possibly didn't have sex. It doesn't matter.
I would just say to if you being friends with your ex stuff, there's the reason why you're exes, right? So it doesn't matter if
Yeah,
it's good or bad. You in my opinion, McKay or Vex have a different opinion on it. Um, I would just say it's not a good thing to be a friend with your ex. Also, it can vary. Also, you can be, for example, it's your ex can be your best friend from high school, whatever. You dated for a little bit, then become just friends. I mean, it can be understandable, but at the same time, it's just another person you dated and you still be friends. There's still somewhat of a sexual tension between of you two.
oh
So,
yeah, well, yeah.
and
There's
if you,
something there to begin with, so
yeah, if you're dating someone new and they know you're still friends with your ex, personally, I would just say I don't feel comfortable with it, as
you.
most people would say it. Um, yeah,
I mean, obviously, there's situation if they're in your current friend group, but you don't necessarily be friends with them. You just don't be hostile with them.
Acquaintance.
Yeah, because no. So, for example, you date a large friend group that's telling you there you date someone, you broke up, then you start dating someone else, but they're still there. It's like you don't want to force your friends to pick between one of you. So, but you try to minimize any situation when you're there with them.
Mm-hmm.
If you are, you kind of shouldn't be hostile. You create arguments over nothing.
Yeah,
But,
no, that's
in
understandable.
that situation, like the best thing to do is just to meet your other friends when that person's not around.
I
Like,
could, yeah. When I
as
say friends, I
much
mean
as
like
possible.
when I say friends, I mean like you're friends with them, not like acquaintances is fine. If you're in a friend group, I understand that. That's completely
Yeah,
understandable.
you
You're not
don't
gonna
want to split
fucking
your
break.
friend groups up.
Yeah, you're not gonna
You-
break your fucking friend group.
Do
That's
you mean like
understandable.
constantly texting them like 24/7?
Oh no!
That's
You
my
would.
bestie. That's my shut the fuck up. I don't care. We're done.
That's a
Simple as that.
No, like in that situation with a friend group, you won't have any contact with them. The only time is like you go out with drinks for your friends and they're there because they're part of the same friend group. Then you don't really talking to them, but you don't ignore them. You don't be hostile towards them because they're still part of the friend group. You don't want to create drama when it's just you and your friends going out for
Yeah.
something to eat. But you won't like. It's not like that person you'll be messaging to make plans with them. Now, fuck that. You don't talk to them outside of like when your friends are around.
Honestly, even just talking to them in general, like if they're in your friend group, that's different. But if you're talking to them constantly, that's no.
You're not over them. That's as simple as that. You're not over them. If you're constantly talking to them, you're not over them.
I would change the topic because everybody has a different view on talking.
Yeah.
But we're just saying our opinion. That's the whole point of a podcast. Is we're just saying our opinion.
But some people
It's not like we're arguing about
Yeah.
opinion, so
yes, but some people, you know, it's also like I said, it's very different for every encounter. If you have an ex, it's very, you know, diverse how you feel about it, what's happened between you and them, and etc. You know, so yeah, Vex, get another topic.
Oh god, no,
Oh,
I
wait.
can't. I was going for flex because it was a good topic, honestly, and I had one more.
So I did one as well.
Yeah, the whole it's not so much just to get controversy and hate on us. It's more so just to speak our opinion because
That's what the debate is.
that's what people like to hear. Is just your opinion.
I would just say, if you are unfiltered, people like it more because you speaking what you think. Some people be, oh, I can say that, I can say that, whatever. You just need to say what you feel, or from your own experience, like many of McKay, Vex,
that's what
Jay,
we're all
or
doing.
Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you're gonna, because if you see other podcasts, right, whatever, fucking inviting OnlyFans hoes or fucking whatever, you know,
Those are quite funny though. You got to admit.
yeah,
I'm a
but
cheese.
yeah, you cheese hoe. We already know. For some
All right,
people
we're
who
not.
listen,
You say
she's
cheese.
a, so
You
for
say cheese. I'm
everybody,
gonna fucking server meet you.
Aw,
for everybody wondering, yeah, Mickey is a cheese hoe. Yeah,
fuck you.
but yeah, I mean, it's good enough to speak your own mind because some other outlets or news or whatever are very filtered, and I want to say something in particular to offend someone, which is very fucking. I mean, it's whack. If you don't gonna say what you think of, people aren't gonna listen because most people nowadays know what's fucking being faked or and what's being if someone's gonna tell the truth like we do now. If you have any red flags, you're gonna just say it. There's no shame. Like we don't have any clout to get cancelled. And honestly,
Doesn't fucking matter. Even if
and
we
I,
did, I don't care.
and I don't even fucking give a two flying fucks. So you know, I have nothing to lose
Oh no,
and
Vex
nothing
got
to gain.
canceled.
Damn.
Before we
Before what?
no continue.
No, come on, Mickey. It's your turn now.
Say it.
I was gonna say before we switch subjects, I have one more.
Okay, yeah, no, okay, then we'll continue. I know my biggest red flag is, I know fucking females will say this too, but is playing the victim. Like, no, they'll be like, oh, men always play the victim. No, the fuck we don't. At least in my experience, I've never,
Some
when
people
I'm in
just
the
have
wrong,
victim mentality.
yeah, whenever I'm in the wrong, I admit it. I'm just fucking, okay, yeah, that's my bad. I'm sorry. I will fix that. But people would just, even whenever I'm like, oh, you do, like, whenever they try to point something out at me and I'm like, okay, but you do that too. Oh, but you do it. So like now I'm in the
It's
wrong.
like what I
Okay,
was
fuck me, I guess, right?
I was talking to him about, like, if you always admit your mistakes, but then what a mistake, it's a lesson. That's all it is.
Yeah.
If you fuck something up, you learn from it. Now, yeah, sometimes you fuck something up so bad that it ruins something, but you learn from it. But you have to admit that you've done wrong.
Yeah.
Because there's not a single person in this world that's not going to make a mistake at some point.
Exactly.
Also,
You just have to admit your mistake and fix it if you can.
to add to you're doing the same thing, right? But most of the time, people like vexx did, like you told like few seconds ago, you're gonna admit it that you're wrong. But some people gonna say, "Oh, but you do it too." Okay, but
Doesn't matter. It doesn't make you any better than them.
yeah,
You're
but
both in the wrong.
yeah, but like in vexx situation, he admits to what he did wrong, or most of people should have admitted.
It means what you have to do.
Yeah, but some most I would say most people say, "Oh, but you do it too." Doesn't mean it's good that I do it, and I apologize if I do it again. But most people go towards, "Oh, but you do it, so it's good then."
So can I.
Trying to turn themselves into the victim. That's what I hate. It's like,
and
again, in my position, I'd be like, oh, it's like I'm in the wrong.
and
But if you're gonna get on me,
I
you
mean,
do the same exact thing.
I would go towards if it's okay to men being abused in a relationship, or it's like red flags if it's okay, because most people, I see a lot of people, close friends or people I know going through that shit. If it's okay, I can speak about it. If not, I can just
Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm fine.
Some people say like, "Oh, as a man you can't be abused," but sure you can, because as a man, you can, let's be fair, you can punch a woman cold-hearted with one punch if you're not a stick.
I was raised not to.
Yeah. I was raised. I saw violence, so I choose not to be violent, because you should be the superior and not choose violence and handle the situation as best you could without choosing violence. But at the end of the day, don't want to like turn all men are the worst and whatever, but vexx, you fucking twat. I don't wanna say like men are bad or women are just the sacred, but also nowadays it's very one-sided, if I can say. So for example, if you have many occasions in the US, you have a man is going to court for telling, I don't know how you say, like telling her wife or girlfriend she's abusing him, but at the end of the court it's gonna go to the woman's side, because nobody's gonna believe a man, because we as a man, we have the power to, I'm gonna be honest, just slap the woman cold, but which most of men don't choose, like they're gonna slap that whole cold. I'm be honest. But some of them don't, because they respect the value and how they was raised in. But if somebody has anything to add to it, I would appreciate it to give another perspective on the matter.
I mean, that would play more into like another topic, and I kind of don't want to get into that, mostly because Mackie wanted to talk about something. Mackie.
What?
Also, Mackie, if you have another view on the subject, I would appreciate it.
Can you please say that again?
If you have men being abused in a relationship, what's your view on that matter? If is it true, or is it not as true as people say it?
It's true. Men definitely do get abused in relationships just as much as women, sometimes more than women do. And it really sucks that sometimes people, like, it really fucking sucks that people will choose the woman's side just because they're, quote, not as strong as a man, and men were supposed to be raised a certain way not to do these things. It's not fair to the men, and it's really shitty how people will take the woman's side. As a female myself, it's embarrassing to know that our female society and male society have turned against us. And it's really fucking.
So as a woman, you think it's the woman who accuse or say that's not true, or men are not abused, you think those women who say it are delusional in some degree, or they think
I believe
they're...
they're
You go ahead.
continue. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
They are very stuck up people, and I feel like their opinions are definitely bad, and I definitely do not agree with them. But there has to be some reason they're thinking like this. And I'm not saying that's any excuse for the why they're like it's not fair that they're fucking saying this because it's not true. But there has to be some reason that they're saying this, and it's either some way that they've been taught throughout their mind that this is how it's supposed to be. Because I know as a female, I know many of my female friends have told me before, like their mothers have taught them that this is how, like, this is supposed to be, this is how it's going to be. It's kind of the same way with like how men are like told uh their emotions are supposed to be pushed away and hide away, and they're supposed to do the like be the big man and such. It's kind of like women are like constantly told like, oh well, men don't get abused, you're always in the right here. And it's terrible that some women teach their daughters that, and then the daughters will go on to say these things, which is what I'm like, there has to be some reason why they're saying these things, which it's fucking stupid that they're saying this about you guys, about males in general.
I mean, to add, I'm very like glad that we have different perspectives on things, because
I'm back.
the culture. Welcome back, you British alcoholic. Anyway,
You fucking say cunt.
Fucking Brit. Continue.
Because when I see on social media, also it's not true. Like some people just over extra, say things just they don't mean it. But when I see U.S. I would say like people my age they think very differently. Most of the women there think, I saw it once, oh, you need to have a male who provides for you and you just do nothing, just exist, right? That's what I'm getting, at least.
So I know as a female, like my great grandmother before she died, she would constantly tell like the grandchildren and like my mother and such, that like you have to find a man who will provide for you. You have to be like a housewife, and it's kind of like put into the position where like it's shown as men are like like supposed to be doing all of these things, and then women are supposed to be doing all these things,
No.
but then men are the only one that's actually like working hard on the money part,
I
I
mean,
guess,
like you said,
if that's what you're trying to say.
to add to it, like you being a housewife, it's just you basically, to translate it, you do just nothing, and the
No.
man, yeah, I'm just gonna like what I
cooking, cleaning,
yeah,
looking after
no.
kids.
but like I'm just
Before you
gonna...
finish, before you finish, that is not what I'm saying. That women don't do anything as a housewife. There's plenty of things, especially if you have children, that is fucking tiring.
Of course,
And keeping the house clean, cooking, making sure you have a food and meal when you get home, taking care of the groceries. We do like women do things as well as men do, but
Yeah.
it's more pressurized that men are meant to create the money and be the household income. It is more pressurized for that than women are more
I have
pressurized.
a 2
Um,
cents
into-
on this.
Yeah, I think you meant more like you guys don't do anything money wise.
No, I just didn't finish because you're interrupting me. But go ahead.
Right, I've got 2 cents out of though. Like, especially when it comes to the kids side of it. Like, if I'm with someone, we haven't got kids, we both work, both take part in cooking, we both clean. But at the end of the day, you got to make money, you got to get a mortgage, save up for the future. And as soon as a kid's in it, whoever earns the most money stays working. So if I'm with someone and they're earning 20k more than me, they're going to stay and work. But as soon as there's a kid involved, you need the best possible option to provide for that kid. So more money means the kid gets a better future. So the mother works if the father earns less money, and the father will stay at home, look after the kid, tidy up, do everything that like stereotypically is expected of a housewife. Because as soon as there's a kids involved, that fuck what the rest of you. Obviously, you have your own time as parents, you've got to, but that kid comes first.
I'd say it definitely comes into play of like housewife, house husband, work wife,
I mean,
those
when you
types.
get a kid, someone has to be the ones that stays at home, at least for the first like several years of the child, until you can put them to play school where you can get a part-time job and things like that. It's different, but
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't need this old philosophy of the woman's got to stay at home. Like whoever earns the least stays home. Whoever earns the most works and provides the money and because you
Who
want to
But
get
it's
the best possible outcome for the kid. The more money you can get, the better life that child can have. They can go on holidays, they can do things, they can have things, they can experience life better whilst they're young. But as soon as you get to a certain point, you're on your own.
to
but without having saying men had to like be the only household income though is
Yeah.
is not a thing to me.
Both people work.
yeah, to the point I was originally trying to say, it's not like discredit the housewives. Like they do a lot around the house. Like I'm not gonna say most of them, but some housewives do nothing, which I know
I
a
mean,
few
that's
of
just
them.
someone that
Yeah, but like
you get some.
I don't.
Then they aren't a housewife; they're a
Yeah,
trophy wife.
but you all know what I
God.
mean. But the most pressure, and if you have a household which you live in the mid class, I would say, as a man and a woman in a marriage, let's say, you are the sole income to the family, let's say, as a man. Which you as a man, it's not like you force the woman to stay at home, don't get a job. It's more like your intuition telling you don't want to let your loved one get overworked or get stressed. It's just a man's natural, I would say, instinct, at least,
I
like
mean,
for what.
it's how a lot of people are raised.
Yeah.
Like, it's the
And
ideology of it.
but at the same time, if you look how men get treated after a divorce, you get absolutely nothing. You take care all of the bills, everything. But if the wife decides to just let you go, you basically have, at least at US. Let's talk about the US. I think it's 50% or like 50-50.
More.
I don't know. I don't know. So basically, she
Like
gets everything, and you be left with nothing. With you,
that really,
yes, Mickey.
that really just depends on how, if whether or not you have kids and whether or not you had a
Prenup,
sustainable partner or not to
and
plan that.
and also, is it called a prenup?
Yes, the
Yes.
prenup. Okay, let's actually talk about that because that kind of pisses me off.
They
Because
get ignored more often than
they,
it should.
I mean,
no, not even that. People don't want to sign them, which is kind of fucked up.
you know why? You know why? Most people, if let's say I have a loved one who I been in a relationship for a couple of years, and you know them, they know you, and if you decide to get married, right? And you have, let's say, you as a male, you have a lot of income, you have a lot of businesses, whatever, a lot of properties and value, right? So, but the woman doesn't have much, just mid class. So you be going into the marriage without the prenup, with all your cash, hard-earned money, which you spend a lot of hours working or doing business, whatever. And then if she decides after some time to just divorce you, she can practically take 50% of all, which she had no part of. And if you before the marriage suggest the prenup, which is I don't think in East Europe is common at all.
Yeah, it's common over here. Well, yeah, East Europe maybe not.
East
But East
Europe,
Europe still. It's.
there's less chance of divorce. Not maybe nowadays, but back in the day, there's
I
not
mean, East Europe still is quite like
retarded. Yeah, of course.
old in philosophy of how a household's supposed to be, how marriage
Yeah,
is supposed to be.
yeah.
They're not as modernized as the rest of Europe and the world. In that aspect.
And yeah, it's true. It's true. But if you look at it nowadays, why should a man propose to a woman at all?
Don't have to. And anyone
He
can propose.
no. I mean, he is just because nowadays you don't know if you're gonna lose it or not. So basically, just it's a 50-50. You can lose everything you worked your ass off
I mean,
all your life, or
Mm.
maybe not.
But if
You
that's
know?
the case, though, you know about stuff as your partner. You just like
And-
nowadays, a lot of people don't really want to get married. Like obviously people do, but there's quite a few people that are like marriage doesn't mean anything to a degree. Like it's if you love each other, you don't need a ring and a big wedding to say that you love each other. Like it should just be enough knowing that you do.
You
I
don't need
understand the concept of a marriage. Like it's it's a union is what it's supposed to represent, regardless if you're religious or not. But you don't need it.
Yeah, I think like people wanting to get married and people not wanting to get married is kind of ties into like how they grew up, honestly.
Yes.
Like for me at least, like I never wanted to and still don't want to get married, mostly because I seen how my parents went and I
Same.
don't want to, mostly because of that. Like it's just a lot of shit that happened when I was younger and I don't want to fucking get into that.
I'm different. Mine's not necessarily like I do want to get married, but then that's also kind of more from the way I was raised my family, like carrying on my family. But then I'm not opposed to double barreling. Like I'm weird. So I would never want to lose my last name, but I wouldn't expect my partner to take my last name if they want it. I would just agree on double barreling if I did get married. Like I'm not the type of person like no, you've got to take mine. And like for me, marriage is
I mean, if you're talking about
it's traditional. Like everyone in my family, when they get partner, they get married, and most people in my family they've been together. Like once they're married, they've been together the whole time. Obviously, I know everyone's different.
yes, but just add to your like you can choose to get the last name, but also you can choose to have your last name and the last name of your
Yeah, it's
stuff.
called
Like,
yeah. So it's called double barreling. You put them both together. You just like for example, my last name's Smith, so it'd be Smith something or something Smith,
hey,
depending
sorry,
on which one
mate.
sounds better.
Hey, sorry, mate. I don't understand in it.
Shut up, man. But no,
But
yeah. And also,
yeah.
like when it comes to prenups as well,
Some
like
people.
I like if I was to date someone, marry them, and if they had a successful business or I did, it doesn't matter who has it. If they wanted to ask me to have a prenup, I would sign it. And if I wanted it, I wanted a prenup, I'd hope they would sign it because I get it because there is that fear of. But if I worked on my business, 5 years before we even knew each other, and then 5 years after that we got married, and like it's like why should like even if you don't think you're gonna get divorced, if you generally think this person you're gonna be with for the rest of your life, which marriage is what it's supposed to be, so hopefully that's how it works, but it's not always the case. So I think prenups I don't think I could date someone that would that when I married them, they refuse a prenup. I'm like, okay.
I mean,
I
end.
don't think I'm gonna get married.
Yeah, to end the topic in general, I would say it depends person to person and how they grew up and what they grew up in, what philosophy their parents had. So it's very hard to, um, you know, say. Some people get maybe offended if you say you want a prenup. Some people don't. It just depends depends on the person to person. So
So like
Anyway.
I understand getting offended at a prenup. Like let's say that you've been dating for like 5 to 6 years, right? And then you're getting married. For me, I feel like if you're asking for a prenup, you don't trust me despite having 5 to 6 years of being dating and being together. If you guys were together for like 4 to 7 months or like lower than a year, I would understand getting a prenup.
Yeah, but
I mean, I would also say
New topics.
yeah. Just end the topic because it's very person to person and culture to
Sensitive.
culture, and
Yeah,
everybody
it's
has a
fine,
different. Yeah, it's everybody has a different perspective.
Everyone has different.
I'm also glad like we have different types of people from different parts of the world here, so they can give a different perspective of the matter. But still,
I mean, most of them are from DLC land, but yeah, sure.
but still, that's Vex, the host, which owes me 25% of the cut.
I'm not giving you shit. I'm not even getting
You,
paid for this.
you're giving me,
tax.
you're giving me good. I'm gonna call the cheese tax police, and they're gonna get your ass.
Cheese, tax, cheese.
All
I'm here.
right. So, to go into our next topic, let's see. We'll go over fucking I guess Halloween. We'll talk about Halloween.
I'm just
and how
saying,
it's
like,
honestly
he's abusing,
bullshit.
he's abusing
have
his
one.
life, man.
No, it's because you guys are trying to talk over me, and I am trying to get to the next
just
topic.
saying,
So
I'm just
shut
saying.
the
Next
fuck
topic.
up. I guess Halloween.
I'm
That's
just
what
saying, hey, Vix, I'm
listening.
just saying, in my recording, I still can talk, so I can talk shit about you. I'm just saying. I'm just
Yep,
saying.
but I can't hear it now. So
know,
next topic.
Like, I'm just saying, he's abusing his powers. You know.
No, it's because
Halloween.
I'm trying to get this on instead of having big
Halloween.
pauses. Halloween
Mm,
is bullshit, honestly, in my opinion.
I love
You
the
wanna-
party side of it.
You wanna hear
I love Halloween, but in my opinion, now that I'm older, I really just see that it's just fucking free money. And now for kids, it's
If I ever
amazing,
have kids, I am taking half their shit to take trick or treating.
100%. Okay, so
What about the fact
what part of Halloween should we talk about? Like the handing out candy or going out and trick or treating? Because there's a huge difference
let's
between those two.
let's talk about the where a few years ago they were uh finally going off about how they were putting razors and shit into the candy that they were giving to children. That part.
I mean that's just people being massive dickheads.
Honestly,
Can you know what's stupid?
Me.
You haven't
Okay.
Halloween.
you haven't paid the cheese tax.
All right, so
Now to really explain Halloween in general. To be fair, in East, it's not Halloween at all. It's not called Halloween. It's more like remembering the lost ones or getting like, how would I say it? Yeah, just in general, in general, just remembering who the lost ones and praying to them that the afterlife, quote unquote, is good to them and whatever. So we don't go fucking.
I mean, yeah, you have
Yeah.
different parts, don't you?
Yeah, so
Like-
it's more like the Christian religion in the East. It's
Well,
more different than the East.
Halloween's originally pagan. Like
Yeah, if you
over
wanna,
here, it's Celtic. Like originally
Yeah,
Celtic.
yeah.
It's just a festival to ward off like ghosts and evil spirits.
if
You do
you
every year.
if you wanna really go to like Halloween in the past, it was mainly original pagan, which is from mostly East.
Mm-hmm.
Or Central Europe, like
Well, yeah,
in my
different-
country.
yeah,
in
yeah,
my
different
country,
parts.
so that includes some maybe call it bluff, but at that time they believed in witchcraft, which is
I mean,
also
a lot of people
also
did back then.
yeah, and people might don't believe, but they did stuff which can some people couldn't believe it. What Halloween was back in the day, because I was interested in the topic when I was in school, and what they did, they would just do like pagan things. It's witchcraft, or some call it voodoo, or to
Voodoo is
speak.
like an African origin. Isn't it?
But still, it's originally like in Europe or Africa. It's still maybe a different name, but mostly they did the same
mean-
stuff to communicate or do some sort of rituals to speak or whatever they did back in the day. We don't know, but it's in America. It's you go to a door to door with treats, whatever. But if you really think about it, what's as me, we don't celebrate it as it's Halloween. It's more like it's more sorrow and sad times to remember. It's not something you joy or you let your kids go out and collect fucking candy.
more so from like the handing out candy part, it's pretty much just fucking like, yeah,
Same.
it's a good thing. Yeah, let's make these kids day, but like then again, you're also spending money for people, one, you don't know, two, people that never contributed to you, and three, yes, you're making their day. Yes, but like think about it too. It's like let's say you're in a broke neighborhood, like let's say you're broke, right? And you're sucked into the mind of like, oh, I'm gonna like, I have to hand out candy since I'm not going out. I have to hand out candy. Now you're spending money that you could be using for yourself and shit like that.
Yeah.
That's why I personally think it's bullshit.
mean-
Now, if you're going out and getting candy, that's a different story. Go get your free money,
Here's
bitch.
the thing. Wait. But here's my thing.
Whoever said you had to buy candy and give it out?
It's
I said
the
like people that are
advertisement.
yeah,
That's
and
what it
it's
is.
also like the way you were raised too.
It's
Like,
You
the
can-
oh, if you're not out, you have to hand out.
You
It's
can.
the
I
same
was
as
raised like
Christmas,
that.
though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
Like-
lace the candy with some goods, you know. So the
Like,
kids
let's
feel.
talk about the like the monetization of Halloween. The same thing goes to Christmas, though. Like, Christmas wasn't originally what it is now. Like giving gifts, it was different originally. And everyone knows Santa Claus is red. He wasn't. He was originally green. Coca-Cola is one that made it red. They made it for branding. Like through Coca-Cola changing it red adverts, now Santa Claus wearing a red jacket is normal. But originally it was green. The original Saint Nicholas.
I mean, to be fair, it's
All
very.
the corporations making money.
Yeah, it's a very difficult topic to like discuss religion type events like Halloween or Christmas. It's
I mean,
more. It's
that's because-
more. Yeah, it's more towards getting the corporations, like you said, Jay, money. It's not about like
that's
what.
what modern holidays are.
Yes, yes.
It's
So
corporations making money.
yeah,
Same as Easter
so-
and everything.
yeah, so like Christmas and Halloween, like it's completely different what it used to be. So that's why people, I like Europe. We don't get Halloween. Like we still got like the decorations, but it's not like I never experienced going door to door, to fucking ask strangers in my village to motherfucker give me candy or gonna shoot your ass. You know.
We used to just steal the pumpkins when I was a kid.
Oh, we still like still do the pumpkins just because like you see in the movies or such, but it's
We
not
used to
like
steal them and fucking ram fireworks and blow them up.
yeah, because you colonize the British, so you steal what you want and don't give it back.
Yeah, you steal everything, you fucking colonizer.
We steal spices, don't use them.
Oh, going into that, let's go to Thanksgiving. Honestly,
we don't have it.
let's
We
go
don't
to-
have
Don't
it.
celebrate it.
Haha, get fucked. Alright, so since that's the case, fuck you guys.
We
Wait.
we do have it.
something.
Okay, go
Shut
on,
up.
McKay.
There we go.
Hey, don't shut
What's
up.
the
eh.
best thing?
Shut up. Continue, Mackie.
Okay, shut
What's
the
the
fuck up,
best
X.
Thanksgiving food?
Ooh, okay.
That's all.
Fish and chips.
Thanksgiving food or like
You're fucking crazy, Jay. You British twat.
eat pussy. As I was saying.
Oh, well.
Oh,
The best thing about Thanksgiving is the pie.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
no.
Pumpkin pie, fucking shit like that.
Pumpkin pie.
That should be hitting.
Here.
homemade,
often.
homemade shit. Anything homemade. That's
Anything
what you.
pumpkin pie. I've
Yeah,
had
that's what I'm saying.
homemade-
Homemade.
Yeah, no, pies. I'm standing by that. Now next up is stuffing. Good, but
Ugh.
good
Stuffing's great. Oh,
stuffing
Sunday
made by the right
roast.
person.
with good sage
Homemade
stuffing, sage and
stuffing.
sausage meat
Delicious.
stuffing.
you really want to know
Packaged stuffing is horrible.
how Thanksgiving is different in the East Europe? You want to really know how it is?
You
We
guys
don't have
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
No, we it's not called
Mashed
Thanksgiving. No, it's not called
Yeah, Mackie,
Thanksgiving.
you're gonna
Uh,
ban.
It's more like
Why?
the birth of Jesus Christ, I think. Not Christian.
That's Easter,
so.
isn't it?
None,
That's Easter.
but I don't fucking know. So we don't have Thanksgiving. We just have Easter, but it's in between those two. We don't.
Yeah, they're very close to each other.
Yeah, so that's why if we
Very
you're-
close, my ass.
Well,
No,
they're not.
no.
I'm just thinking of the dates. No, they're not.
if no,
What?
it's the only thing close to you what you have as your Thanksgiving. We don't have like stuffed turkey. We don't have like what do you have, potato salad or some shit like that.
Oh God, no. That's
I
just
don't-
disgusting.
No, we have completely different. We have boiled
Roast
eggs.
dinner.
We have it's mostly
In the UK,
homemade.
it's actually
We have mostly homemade like smoked meats, like bacon or sausages or salami or ham. With
Yeah, you
but
just like a lot of meat in your mouth, don't you?
okay, Light. If you hear it, please report vexx to he's abusing his power.
your Thanksgiving is just like every Sunday we have roast dinner.
No,
I have a
maybe I
question.
don't know about Americans or the rest of the world. If it's like Eastern or your Thanksgiving, we usually don't eat meat at Fridays. It's forbidden.
Forbidden meat.
Nah, full English on
Forbidden.
Friday, mate.
Yeah,
Last day of work,
yeah,
mate.
British colonizer. Okay, I know you steal everything from everybody.
Oh, nah, full English on Friday, last day of work. Fuck you, it's amazing.
So I have a question. What's
So-
the opinion of cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving?
I don't
Oh,
like
no.
cranberry sauce. I
I've
really
had-
don't.
No, cranberry sauce is amazing. Like cranberry
You
sauce
have
with turkey is amazing.
Like it can't be too bitter. It can't be too sweet.
Oh
You
no,
have to
no,
just right.
cranberry sauce was a bit bitter. Is lovely.
I have
Well,
to
maybe
have it with
a little bit,
gravy.
but like
I can't
when
have it with
someone
cranberry sauce too.
when someone makes like a cranberry sauce that's like so bitter, like it's like almost like eating a Sour Patch Kid. It's terrible. You
See,
don't
I
want to
like
eat that.
bitter taste though. So
You're also British. You also like beans on toast. Sorry, I might offend a lot of people.
Nah, that's
I
very
mean,
valid. Beans on toast is crazy.
let me just defend my.
America,
Let me
finally!
listen, you American fucks. Let me defend my European brother over here. You
We
just
didn't ask you to offend us, so
listen. Shut up, fucker. Listen here. You're
You
the
shut the
same.
fuck up.
You're the same country. Listen. First point. America is just a DLC to Europe. That's the fact. Okay. Second of all, you're the most obese fucking country in the whole fucking world. Let that
Alright, so next topic.
okay.
Before we
Let's
skip,
see.
hold on,
You
let
getting
me-
offended?
Let me say something. Let me say something before we skip. I will say America does have like a lot of issues with that such a thing. But you guys talk so much shit about America. Meanwhile, y'all over here fighting for your lives.
How?
how?
We're not getting into this. That's just my thing.
If I
Yeah, talk to me whenever you teach straight.
Vex,
Alright, so as I
listen.
was saying,
Yeah.
alright,
Vex,
alright.
Vex.
I'm about to do it again. I'm about to do it again. Next
Vex.
topic.
Listen,
Yes.
I'm just gonna add one last thing to the whole topic. First of all, you have some chemicals we have banned for a reason.
Okay, I'm joking. So
See?
continue.
See?
Continue. Continue.
Listen,
It was a joke.
listen.
Mambo
No, listen. It's a fact. You can look up whatever you want. It's fact. You have some food dyes or chemicals in your food which is very fucking bad for your health in general, which can also accelerate your diabetes or whatever heart condition you may have, which are fucking bad all over European Union. Second of all, you have them. If you compare the sizes of meals you have there in Europe, you can't. You have motherfucking drink sizes called jumbo shit, jumbotron, whatever the shit is called.
Jumbotron is like
Jumbotron's a symbol.
Listen,
You didn't-
you have only small, medium, large. That's all you got. You go to Starbucks and you
You
have
also have extra small.
yeah, you
Ew,
got
Starbucks?
Same Bex.
Starbucks?
listen. So
John is
if you
No, hey, for Starbucks, it's tall, grande,
yeah,
and
see,
venti. Okay.
see,
Yeah.
Tell me you have
that's
a girlfriend that
that's the problem. That's the problem. Like
See, no. The sizing
The
that's
fact-
completely wrong because you're using the Italian sizings for wrong outsize. You're fucking morons.
yeah, I mean
we aren't the ones who created that though, if you think about it.
yeah, that's
No,
why
you
you're
guys are the ones
obese.
that decided
It
to
is
use.
fucking stupid. It pisses me off every time.
Are we stupid? At least I'd be rather stupid than obese like your country. I'm just saying.
I didn't
I
say
mean-
you were
Alright.
I said
I love me some
I did
British
not
food.
say you
Let's
your
Can
country.
you do
Alright.
Can.
Alright, talk to me whenever your teeth are straight. Let's go to the next topic.
Yo, shut the fuck up. And
I have a question.
I'm
Vex.
just
Why
joking.
would
I'm
I
just
gonna
joking. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Don't be offended.
Are you really joking though? Are you really joking though?
Can we move on? Like Bex said.
Yeah, let's move on. Let's go
This
to
is a
another
debate,
topic.
not an argument.
What are some good I feel like for this?
Some what?
Never mind. Continue.
No,
You-
say it. Say what?
You
Oh.
flagged up.
Oh.
I mean, it's a Qualcomm podcast, so you can say whatever you like. If you
It's ask away.
blame me, if you like.
What?
You wanna
Okay,
say?
Vex.
Okay,
Next.
See,
July.
okay.
Christmas in July. Christmas in July.
Christmas in July is actually what I did only because
What?
my brother's birthday falls on Christmas.
Wait, what?
Fuck does
What?
Christmas in July?
Bob
What
is
the fuck?
actually related
I mean,
with
Oh no,
Vex,
July
your
in
one
January.
makes
We did
sense.
it in January. Sorry, not July. Christmas in Christmas in
January
January.
What the
is my
fuck?
birthday.
We did
Wait,
Christmas
wait.
in January.
Wait, what the fuck?
Okay, no. So
It's
my
because-
reasoning is because my brother's birthday falls on Christmas, and then we give us a little bit of grace period to get more to get the money to do Christmas.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want to overshadow someone's actual day for something that's for everyone. You just
Yeah,
push it
and we
forward.
just did it. We just did it January 25th.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean,
I
okay.
have
Yeah, I never heard like Christmas on fucking January. To be honest,
I mean,
Yeah.
in Vex's case,
I know some religions have like different. I think Jewish like Jewish people have.
or isn't
Like
They have. I think they have later or sooner
earlier.
or earlier. I don't know.
I believe it's earlier.
I think.
I believe it's earlier in December.
Yeah. So
I
that's why
don't know
like
so much.
I only know like some religions have sooner, or I mean some religions only Jewish because other religions are completely different. But like Jewish, I think it's sooner.
I mean, yeah, that's because Christmas is all about the what is it? It's like the
Birth of Jesus Christ.
it's not the birth. It's after he was crucified when he comes back.
No,
Yeah, resurrected.
nope.
The birth of Christ was Easter.
Birth is Easter, but it's all about something being
I mean,
born.
Yeah.
I don't wanna question it because
Is it-
I'm atheist, so no clue.
I think.
It's yeah.
Or I'm completely wrong here. I don't
Oh,
know.
actually, no. Let me. Okay,
Google
I know
it.
this is gonna be very, very, very fucking confrontational,
No,
and
no,
I
no,
don't care.
no, because some
Yes, confrontational.
it's
I mean,
also
also, by the way, there's I done a little search. There is actually Greek, Syrian, Coptic, and Romanian churches
yeah.
celebrate Christmas on January 6th.
Yeah,
Hey.
so there's also like you have Christian faith, but it's also divided like the most I think it's Christian is Orthodox Ukraine, which is established like it's I think it's old like 1,000 years or some. So some types of religions coming from the Christian faith originally celebrate different like dates because I know some of like people I know in my village celebrate different times. So the 24th or 23rd December, whatever the shit is, it's not for them. It's maybe earlier or like sooner.
See.
Right, Vex, next subject.
I am looking at something to confirm what I am saying is right. So, give me something.
Also,
Look.
just quick question for Vex. Where the fuck should I post that fucking 20
Hey,
20
Vex.
20 gig
No,
of
wait,
fucking
2 seconds.
recording?
Send it to
Just
him.
email it to him. Whenever
What
you
am
get
I?
that.
No, you can't.
Hey, wait, hold on 2 secs. Vex, if you're searching about the whole Christmas thing,
No,
don't bother because we were completely wrong because Christmas is Jesus' birth because that's when you put
it is.
What did I say? What did I just say? What did I just say?
Children,
What?
shut the fuck up, you loud obnoxious bastard.
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
All right, no. Okay, so
I
this is
have-
gonna be very, whatever the fuck the word is. So you know how people would
Controversial.
try to be like, oh, like they use the actual Bible now to be like, oh, homosexuality is not something, that God wants, right?
God made everyone in his image. If that's what you think, then God made you that way.
Also,
No. Here is the original transcript never said anything about homosexuality. Once it got translated over, it actually had it. And people still hold by it even after I show them facts that it never was in the Bible.
Didn't
And
the
it pisses me
original
off.
Bible have
the only thing
stories about two guys loving each other in it?
Yes,
Yeah, I thought it
and
did.
God loving them for it.
also,
And not a
The
single fucking thing about it says
also,
anything
the
about homosexuality.
if I can add to
He
the,
never says he hates homosexuality. He says he disagrees with opinions, not with homosexuality.
if I could add to,
He doesn't hate. Sorry.
no,
Go ahead, Dad.
go ahead.
Tim.
And
For me. Also, I was just gonna to add like, I wouldn't say like believing what the Vatican says is true, because there's evident proof. Because is it called testaments, right? Like of the Genesis, whatever. Like, is it called the books, like Old Testament, New Testament, right?
Yeah.
So there is don't quote me on that, but it's 5. Officially, it's 5, but there's 2 missing. There's just the last one you have is just like an open story. You have no clue what the end is. So there's everybody knows there's 2 um whatever, like, books or testaments missing, which they are not gonna release it because there's some maybe indication that what they trying to preach nowadays isn't true. It's it's just not what they want to the people to know about. There's like
Yeah.
2 full books missing from the testament. So in my mind, why are most people on earth believing in what the Vatican says? Because Vatican, like, I call it the gang, because there's mostly like money involved, of course, like nowadays is, and
I mean, they own a lot of land in England that they shouldn't
yeah.
have.
Also not like in only England. It's most of Europe or most of America. It's just they have knowledge which they're hiding from the rest of the world, which are 2 full testaments missing. And people who do specialize or take care of or like read the testament, like literally read it and think about what they say. If you read the last chapter of the last testament, which was quote unquote released, it's not a fucking date like a game release, but you know what I mean. It's missing a huge part of the story. It's like cut in half, so the 2 books are still missing. So then my point is, why are still people believing in it where they don't know what the true ending of the story is? We don't know if what they said is true. The Bible was translated in many languages many years ago, many hundreds of years ago, was translated multiple times, so we have no clue if the translation was correct. Like, we don't know if you're familiar with the cloth where supposedly Jesus Christ was buried in. I think it has a name. I don't know if somebody can look it up. It's like in the cloth where they did a scan, which should the scan shows a man's face, which possibly could be Jesus Christ. Which, some people believe it, but the people who believe it are the same people like myself growing up be Christian. My parents didn't they wouldn't be Christian like 100%. They just believe what their parents told them. So if this goes on, it's just people just believe it because they grew up with it, the faith in it, just to, if that makes any sense. They just believe it because their parents did and their parents did and whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know why still people don't question why pieces of the story are missing. And if you look at other religions like Muslim, they also have Jesus Christ, but in a completely different light. Also, some people think Jesus Christ, yeah, Jesus Christ was fucking white. I don't know how people think that he was white. He wasn't, because it was
Definitely.
It's because early on,
It's because
White wa-
Christianity was like ruled by white Europe. Like,
yeah, so it was just automatically put on, and it's like that's why it's also hard to like. I'm not trying to down Christianity whatsoever.
No.
You
You
believe in
just
what you believe in.
yeah.
I'm not gonna get on it. Like, but for me personally, this is why I don't believe on it. Is one, you're going off of something that's super old.
Yeah.
That yes, it does like again, it's old. We don't know if it's true or not. I believe in what I believe in. You can believe in what you believe in. But like,
right.
it's been taken over by so much. It's been passed through so much. It's like literally playing a game of telephone. Yes, you have books, but books
Chinese
can be
whisper.
altered.
Yeah, so that's my point. If people say, for example, most of stubborn East Europe be like, "Oh, Muslims are bad," but why you say it? Because Muslim religion in general is more accurate than the Christian faith. Just because they didn't alter, I wouldn't say like didn't alter at all, but like of course they did after millennia.
No, everything's been altered, right?
Yeah, but
new leaders
Ju-
get a hold of it,
yeah,
and it's a weapon that can be used to control the people. Because back then, everyone needed something to believe in, and
Yeah.
their religion was the closest thing they could have.
So Jewish is the origin of Christian faith. If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong.
It's
It may be wrong.
essentially, it's very similar. Jewish people don't believe Jesus was the Messiah. They think
Yeah,
the Messiah
yeah.
is still to come.
So
From my understanding, anyway.
So Muslim people beg the difference. So the three religions have a different outcome from the one character whose name is Jesus Christ. So why, if you look at, I know only one friend who is Muslim. It's not like I don't hate, I like hate Muslims, not at all. I just don't have the people who believe in the religion. But if I talk to them, they said it's completely different in their book, and they say he wasn't a messiah, like Jay said. He was more like a preacher to what's to come, not like in Christian faith, which is more like he is the son of God, which is we have no fucking clue. In my opinion, if there was any evidence of someone being the son of all, creation, there would be some offspring along the way who have
It's me, mate.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
direct descendant.
You're just alcoholic doesn't mean you're a descendant. Anyway,
I could try and water the wine, bitch.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like, if there was a power beyond our understanding, it would be long shown in whatever historic period it was. Maybe
I don't know.
today.
If you're some mighty power and you live forever, do you want to maybe think of the philosophy of if God created us, we're no different in the zoo than what we keep animals like. He's just watches us. It's entertainment, that's it.
Yeah, maybe,
Doesn't mean he
but
wants to get involved.
it's sometime in like say the past 2,000 years, you for sure gonna slip up one way or another. You're gonna slip up, and
Actually, I'm not religious, but if
I'm
one,
not.
if
I'm
if,
not. I'm not. Also,
if
so
Christianity is true, if one man created the whole universe, trust me, he ain't gonna slip up easily.
I'm not talking about the man. I'm talking about the man's son. Because there's also different stories about the one man, aka the Son of God, which doesn't quite like sync up.
Anyway, I
Because
think
why?
I might go soon.
Yeah, we should honestly get off of this subject and finish it up, wrap it up.
Yes.
Last
Definitely agree.
subject? Any last subjects you guys want to talk about? Finish this off on a less controversial note. Best way to break up with somebody. Let's go with that. Fuck it.
Definitely not over text.
Definitely over text.
Definitely not over text.
Over
Stop.
text.
Stop.
No.
That hurts so much.
It does.
If
It was a joke.
person is the best way.
If you can't go in person and break up with them, then call is the best way to do something.
100%.
Like
You have to
at least
talk.
show that you care a little bit. At least that you at least show that like the fact that that relationship in general was a part of you and wasn't just some like play along that like you were just using them. Because that's fucking shitty if you text them. Like I'm sure all of us have been texted like I want to break up and then you're blocked.
Yeah,
I'm sure all of
you
us
don't.
have
I have an
You don't even
alternative, though.
imagine.
care.
You
Because
take them to a game.
That honestly goes back to what Tim was saying, like the whole childish part.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also depends. Like if it's long distance relationship, ain't gonna fly out like.
But then you call.
Yeah.
You call.
Yeah, but
But
that's what I was like.
that
Switching to that.
yeah, that's the point of being mentally developed to not.
You have to talk to them.
Yeah, because you may be, for example, you are in the seat of the person who wants to break up, let's say. So you don't feel attractive to your partner or whatever.
Then
So
be
you
honest.
listen. You don't wanna, you just wanna get things done. So you just text and think it's all gone. But the person at the end just he or she still loves you, right? And they gonna just try to fix everything, but still it's gonna suck for them, and you think in your mind it's gonna be okay, it's done for me, it's a closed matter. I mean, I know like how people would be. Most people do it. Like they think they're gonna send a text, they just see the messages and just close it. But the other person at the end gonna be, oh, I can fix whatever. So I think by text, without explanation, without any closure, it's the most selfish thing you can ever do to someone.
Uh,
All right.
It goes down to one simple thing. It's just consideration. That's it. Simple human consideration. Regardless if you have to end things. If you're not feeling comfortable in that situation, don't hang around. But you don't just you don't just pop out. You have to spend a little bit of time talking to them and explaining why it's happening. So they don't just you got to tie up loose ends essentially, and you just got to be considerate. Just go and meet them.
You have to remember that you guys are both still humans. You both still were in love at one point.
Unless you're that weird person that married a Ford Focus.
Unless you're that one person that is a total bitch who does shit because, they think it's gonna make everything better. No.
Yeah, no. Just honestly, the best way to do it is just talk to them in person.
Yep.
Be a
Yes.
grown
Yes.
fucking be not even be a grown fucking adult. Be a fucking human being. Go up to
Thing is,
them, talk to
what are you
them.
worried about?
Yeah, like we'll.
You're worried it's gonna be
There's-
embarrassing for you. Once it's over, it's over. Like
Yeah.
as soon as you have that conversation, you both move on.
It may hurt for a short amount of time,
Like
but at
everything
least
hurts.
you didn't lead that person on, and at
Mm-hmm.
least slowly break yourself and break the other person and lie to them about
Yeah.
everything.
Now there's some instances where I can understand without being in fucking person, like where the other person is very fucking abusive.
Oh no, yeah. At that point, you fucking just leave. If
Yeah.
it's like that thing, you go. That's
There
different.
should just be a
Anyway.
fuck you goodbye
Let's close
text.
this up, shall we?
Yeah. Final notes. I'm just gonna honestly say, break up. Your relationship's
hard
not gonna
titties.
last. Fuck you. I'm
I
joking.
mean, to the whole
Do what the heart.
ordeal, I would say if you wanna break up in a fucking mean ass way to someone, just think
Limp.
about
Says
ju-
Rover.
yeah, just think about how you would feel if someone would did to you what you're about to do to them,
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna be a dickhead to the one you supposedly loved in the past, and you're gonna be a dickhead about it and be mean as hell to them in the breakup phase, just think about how you would feel in the same
Situation.
situation. Yeah,
It's literally put yourself in their shoes. That's it.
yeah, right.
Just switch places. If what you're about to say to them or do to them, just flip it around. Would you want to receive that? If you don't, then just don't do it that way. It's not hard to break up with someone. It's like, yes, it's hard to do it because you had feelings for that person. So, but you gotta do it. If you're not feeling it, if you know it's not gonna last, just do it. But do it in a considerate way. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
If
Alright.
you truly love the person, you wouldn't put that in a situation, I feel like. But whatever.
I have the best way to end this. Everybody good?
Everyone get your dicks out. What? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, everybody pull your cocks out now.
I'm already on it.
Mackie, just pull yours out too.
Alright,
Lovely.
alright.
Got focus,
Cameras
bullshit.
on, my boys.
Alright,
I fucking knew it.
Alright.
fuck you.
Well,
What the
well,
fuck?
that's a beautiful ending to a what the fuck episode
I
of
knew we were gonna do that for like 30 minutes of you prick.
Next time when you guys are planning on a podcast, you guys need to have you guys ever done a podcast before?
Fuck
Brother,
no, I don't care if I
brother,
get canceled. I can give
brother.
two fucks.
Hey,
But
listen,
here's my
I'm
thing.
drunk, so I don't
Hey,
give
hey.
a single fuck. If
Hey,
you know,
hey, you don't have to give a fuck, but at the same time, you also have to remember you guys just can't completely edit this whole thing. It has to be live and raw. As someone who does do podcasts, dude,
You
you
do.
have to have everything prepared
I'm always
before you do
raw.
this. You can't just
I'm as raw.
do a
Yeah, for
podcast.
real.
Shut the fuck up, Jay. You can't just immediately
rubber.
jump into recording. You have
I've
to
had
have
a podcast
We
before.
just did. We're gonna toss this over some Subway Surfer and post this bitch.
oh my lord.
Yeah, that's how you get millions of views nowadays. On
Right,
TikTok,
guys.
somebody's have a boom done.
What the fuck? Subway Surf for fucking Minecraft parkour. It's shit gonna be booming. You're gonna see ourselves in a few weeks on
Bro.
fucking TikTok for you page. No worries.
Oh, my eyes
Hey,
are
Light, if you editing this,
Subway Surfer.
Subway Surfer or Minecraft
Minecraft
parkour, I get you the
Oh,
footage. Don't worry about
Oh, and like, Tim said he'll give you a blow.
it. Jay said,
We better get a cut of the pay.
what? Hey, I'm getting your
It's
pay.
backstage light.
Shut the fuck up.
Can I just get paid cheese?
No. You
You're
don't
not getting
deserve-
cheese. You know what? No cheese for you.
Oh,
I cannot
damn.
sh-
Light
I cannot
abusing
shower
mod
for a week
power.
and grace him off.
You bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I could shower for like, I can't, I can like stop showering for like 2
I
weeks and
mean,
get your
don't
cheese
drop
in.
your fucking soap in the fucking military showers.
You said you want cheese.
Oh my god, my brother has a streak of not showering within the past
So
2 months.
Okay, so you're. What the
you got free
I-
cheese.
I
I'm
mean-
sorry.
I
Disgusting.
could go a
He is
couple of
literally
days depending on what I'm doing. I've got camping and whatnot. But
No
anyone
one
that
heard
fuck
me.
off.
Okay. No one heard me.
an
Okay.
Asian with dreads. A nation with dreads. Terrifying.
Unlimited cheese.
I mean, dreads aren't originally
You're
from
disgusting.
Africa. There's various parts.
So yeah, I'm gonna end
It just processed. It
You
just
wrong,
processed.
man.
It just processed.
I'm gonna end the recording then.
You had it still recording?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I still
Oh
have it.
shit.
Don't worry, Light has it all.
Oh.
Light, thank me in the
Right.
DMs. Don't worry about it.
Like, I'm so sorry. You didn't
He
hear
don't. He
shit.
doesn't. He doesn't.
Hey, Vex,
I
you're,
have to
you're
de-
staying at the trial mod, mate. You're losing that
Yeah.
role soon.
Try mod? Nah.
Hey, you guys want to do some Minecraft parkour and record it? Like,
Yeah.
Do that shit yourself, brother. You be in deep shit if I send it to Light.
wait, what do you mean?
Like,
Uh oh.
I have the DM screenshots. Don't worry about it.
What is he hiding?
He's hiding a
From the
lot.
host chat, or from what YouTube is saying to each other. What YouTube is saying
Hmm.
to each other? Are we talking about the host chat?
Host chat.
Don't worry about
We,
it. Don't worry
we, have,
about
we
it.
have a group chat of just like us three in it.
Wait, why do you have the DMs in the fucking recording?
I don't. Just yet.
Okay, good. Good, because I sent you my bloody penis, you prick.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too. What the fuck?
I sent you my
Listen,
voluptuous cock.
I saw Jace, but vexes I need a microscope, so I don't.
Oh, I keep telling you, Vex. I've got a stubble, man.
All right, bro. It's only you only need to fucking go in like 4 times, okay? Fuck.
I zoomed it to the full and I
I
didn't
believe-
see shit. So you know.
I'll be back for my cheese tax tomorrow. Have a
You
good
ain't.
night, y'all.
You ain't.
Yeah. You ain't getting
Ain't,
shit.
yeah, same facts. Ain't getting shit.
Good night.
Maybe forbidden cheese. That's
I
all.
never.
Oh.
Y'all piss me off.
Yeah, sure. Tax man, go on.
Vex man's my name.
I'm the tax man. What about Jay? He's the British tax man. He's your
Yeah, but-
son.
Yeah, but I'm a colonizer. It's fine. I'm accepted.
I just want cheese.
You ain't
And
getting
I'm like
shit.
every-
I-
I
Hey,
like everything that bugs other people.
listen, it's
you
ain't
guys-
our problem. That you're broke
Anyway,
and can afford
I'm
cheese.
hold
also
on.
going.
What time are you guys free tomorrow?